The United Auto Workers Union is threatening to expand the strike if it doesn't make progress with automakers by tomorrow.
We all know where the president stands. He spent Tuesday with the striking workers, which is a bit ironic because, as former President Trump pointed out, it's Biden's EV push that will likely cost many of them their jobs.
I truly hope you get a fair deal for yourselves and your families, but if your union leaders will not demand that Crooked Joe repeal his electric vehicle mandate immediately, then it doesn't matter what hourly wage you get.
Let's bring in Fox News contributor Liz Peek. Always great to see you. And what's interesting to me is that's where President Trump was. President Biden goes to picket line right before that because Michigan's a battleground state, right? Trump got it in 2016. Biden got it in 2020. The margins were very tight, so it's up for grabs. And now with the strike underway and most people realizing that this pro-union president hasn't represented their interests.
Oh, my gosh.
You know,
I mean, he's the worst president for working people we've ever had, probably. Working class Americans are struggling, and there's so much data to prove the fact that obviously inflation has eaten away at their wages, and they are suffering. And I mean, I think there was the Kansas City Fed that said it was the worst degradation of real wages we've seen in America's history. That's what he has done to America's workers. And on top of that, he has this green agenda, which, yeah, is going to take away maybe 100,000 UAW worker jobs, something like that. So what this strike really comes down to, making them whole because they're losing money in terms of their real wages. And secondly, this EV push is really a disaster for the auto industry writ large and certainly for the workers. What they want, and I think they're going to have a very hard time getting it, is guarantees that the automakers, when they set up their battery plants, are not going to go non-union, because right now they're building them in Kentucky and Tennessee, because guess what? They can't make money on EVs even today. And when you have a big flood of Chinese cheap EVs, which are going to come into this country in the next 5 to 10 years, there's no way they can make money. So this is a disaster.
When he was campaigning and he said, we're going to create all these amazing green jobs. You're not going to lose your job. You'll get a green job.
But I think it's interesting. No one can encapsulate an issue like Donald Trump. And so he's like, listen, I don't care what your wages are going to be. Negotiate for what you want. You're going to lose your jobs with EVs, which I thought was very poignant. And I think it's going to be interesting. We haven't seen EVs in the car issue rise in the polling, but I wonder with this strike and more people being focused on the fact that they're not going to be able to have a combustion engine vehicle. They have to go to an EV. In places where I'm from in Wisconsin, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It's too cold. It's too rural. And by the way, we like our trucks, and trucks don't work with the EV model.
And by the way, Sean, there has been polling on EVs. It's called the marketplace. People aren't buying them because they don't like these cars. And by the way, in England, Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, just delayed their ban on internal combustion engines 5 years. Why? Same thing. People don't like these cars. Doesn't work for them. Maybe it works for you if you live in a suburban community and you can charge easily, you're not driving long distance and stuff. Other than that, the average price of one of these cars is $55,000. So what's going to happen if we continue this push? It'll be taxpayers basically subsidizing Detroit. The automakers are going to ask for more and more subsidies for people buying these things. It's really an unworkable thing. And I noticed The Economist have a headline out, and I haven't read the piece yet, saying Joe Biden may regret being the most pro-union president. I think that's where he's going to get to, because if they end up with a 7-8% raise and all these other unions follow suit, because there are many unions now that have taken strike votes, we're going to have even more economic damage from this president. It's going to show up in inflation, higher interest rates, and this whole tumbleweed of a wage price spiral will go forward.
Well, cars are already expensive, so the longer they strike, the worse it's going to get, and that is contributing to the inflation problem that we have right now. This is really tough on the average American, whether you want to buy a new car or a used car at this point.
And I think it comes down to this. The car has always represented freedom for the American people, and I think this is going to be about control. They'll control the energy source, how far you can drive, where you can drive. We talk about being able to travel all around. They don't want that. But Liz, let's get your take on this, because it seems like New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or Comrade Cortez as they call her hypocrisy knows no bounds after spending almost her entire career in government accusing Republicans of being sexist. What happens, Jackie?
Well, now she's attacking Speaker Kevin McCarthy over the impending shutdown by accusing him of using, and this is her words, not mine, boy math.
That's in
she
quotes.
posted online, quote, boy math is needing 15 attempts to count the votes correctly to become Speaker and then shutting down the government 9 months later. If anybody else said that,
I know.
it would be off with their head.
So you know, this is a take on girl math, which is using budgeting in a sort of amusing way to, you know, basically spend whatever you want. Well, guess what? That's actually what Congress has been doing, right? I mean, here's some math that AOC really should pay attention to. 2 times 1 is 2. The deficit this year is going to be $2 trillion. That's twice what it was last year. 44% of GDP now is government spending. We haven't seen that since World War II. And guess what, folks? We're not at war, and this is not a crisis. This is a spending crisis. And guess what? All you're hearing on the news these days is about the process, about, oh my gosh, a shutdown. Someone has to speak up and say, yeah, this really is a problem. The Tea Party went there once. We need a Tea Party to go there again. And that's what, admittedly, a pretty small group in Congress is trying to do. And I hope they don't wreck, you know, Republican chances next year by shutting down the government in an unattractive and difficult way. But somebody has to pay attention to our fiscal situation.
I agree with you, Liz, 100%. But you got to actually come out with a bill to fund the government.
Yep,
Cut it.
I agree.
Fund it. You can't go into a shutdown and not have a bill going into a shutdown to fund the government. It's like going into war.
I agree.
They
I
have
agree.
guns and you have underwear on. It's like you're going to lose, right? That's
Yes,
what
but
Republicans
for
are doing
Democrats
right
to
now.
just deny the problem, Sean, it's
100%.
crazy making.
But this also happens every single time, and they get down to the wire, and nobody wants to be responsible for the shutdown, so they kick the can down the road, and we end up in the same problem. To a certain degree, I wish somebody would stand up and say, no, no more.
Maybe they will.
It's
We
tough,
wish.
though.
Liz Peek, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks
for
joining
having
us.
me.